I was trying to explain something very important.
Was it very important?
Set us live as I was trying to explain a very important thing about my camera placement. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Sarah. Happy Monday.
Happy Family Day. Here in Ontario, it's Family Day.
Happy Family Day.
We're off work today.
Not everybody in Canada has it, right?
I think most provinces do, but you're right. Not every province has it.
I think Quebec does not.
Right. And I also think maybe Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan doesn't have a lot of stuff, though. They have their own timetable, is what I'm trying to say.
And America has something special today, too, right? President's Day or something?
Something like that, yeah.
All right, well.
Regardless, it's a holiday.
It is a holiday, and it is snowing. We're supposed to get a buttload of snow tonight.
Yeah, we definitely are, which I'm excited about because we've kind of had a gray, grimy winter, and I'm looking forward to some snow.
Agreed. Yeah, my kids love to toboggan, and they've been like ice tobogganing, which is super lame.
You mean, do you notice anything different?
I said it the second I saw your face. Where is the highlighter?
I'm in the same room I'm always in. If you've watched us at all, you've seen me in a bright green room with a ridiculous picture over my head somewhere here. Yeah. And this weekend we painted our room. So the highlighter is gone. And by we, I mean my husband. I did not paint at all.
Yeah, I mean, listen, nothing says I love you more than painting a room for you.
This is what he does. Yes. Acts of service is how he shows his love. So that was how he celebrated Valentine's Day. I don't want flowers. Please go paint a room. And in our relationship, like, I am not a painter and he is perfect. So he paints.
It looks really good.
I don't touch it.
It's the perfect backdrop.
It really is. Yeah. We need something up on the walls, but he has a lot of like sports memorabilia that we haven't had up that I think we'll probably decorate with.
Like,
we can have this room. It's his office. So. What's that?
Like a framed jersey or something?
Yes, framed jerseys, bobbleheads, like a Vince Carter bobblehead.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we were at a Blue Jays game in Dunedin when they were doing spring training. We got a ball from Jose Bautista, things like that. Big deal things. Like,
that's very exciting. I'm happy to commission some artwork for you if you'd like.
Oh yeah, great.
An Amy Worrell original.
Can you imagine?
I'm not an artist. I don't even know why that's something I think that you'd want.
I mean, if you would like to paint me something, I'm sure I could find a place for it, Amy.
That's great. I mean, the weekend for us was pretty okay. Nothing super exciting because every day's family day right now.
Because you're all home all the time. I know.
It's like every time I get on here, I feel like I'm going to have this amazing news to tell you, and I really don't.
No, but you had a good point. When we have long weekends, it makes it feel like you actually get to relax.
Yeah, because Sunday for me and for you and for really any mom, it's like, okay, laundry. Look at
a million. What is that?
This is sparkly tape for Maria's project that I was helping her with after dinner. There you go. Sundays is like laundry, right? Like you do laundry through the week, though, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it on an as-needed basis.
Oh yeah. See, I usually wait until it's a mountain, and then I do four to five loads, and it's a lot. Like planning out dinners for the week, or do the kids have their homework done, or like all of those things that you're worrying about. And so this weekend, really, it was like Saturday, Sunday, relax.
Yeah.
And today I did all of that. I watched a couple of movies this weekend. You know what we rented? We rented, I don't want to say it wrong. Judas and the Black Messiah. We rented it. We had to pay for it. It was so good. Really, really good. And 21 Bridges, we watched that too.
Was it good?
Yeah, and that was on Prime, I think.
We have very different tastes. I watched a 4-part mini-series on murder at a hotel that I loved and would watch again in a heartbeat. Highly recommend. It's on Netflix.
Oh, I saw ads for this.
It's so good. I will say, I'm going to warn anyone who wants to watch it, the ending was disappointing. I mean, it's real life, so the ending is real life, but you kind of get hyped into something and then you're like, oh, deflated at the end.
Is this the hotel that's in California?
Yes, in downtown LA. Yeah.
Got it.
I don't remember what it's called, but I can look it up quickly while we're talking. It's so worth watching if you have Netflix. But you know what? That's my type of show. I love a good murder show. Although I am watching The Arrangement on Prime, if you have Prime. My sister recommended it. It's a really, really good show. So I would also recommend that. I'd say it leans more female for the most part, but it's a good one. So The Arrangement on Prime. If you don't have Netflix, like Amy likes to remind us every single time we talk about TV.
Oh my gosh. So the only reason I know about that show, so here's something that I really enjoy doing. I'm not sure if Sarah enjoys it or not, but it just continues, is I like to send her TikToks.
Yes, you do.
Like you're really good friends with someone when you like send them a lot of social media things, and then you're like talking to them in Instagram DMs and texting them at the same time, right? Like it's like them amongst all things. Anyway, I know about that show, Sarah, because I follow a girl on TikTok religiously, the one that sleepwalks.
Yeah. Did she watch it?
She watches it. She was like hired by Netflix to do an ad for it because she drives a hearse in real life.
Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah. It's called The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel.
Right. So her whole back of her hearse, like her car, is an ad for it, which just kills me. Anyway, so I love her. Cecilia something boo boo or something. I don't know. She sleepwalks a lot and she does TikToks about it. I can't get enough of it.
What a gift. What a gift.
It's really funny. Okay, so anyway, last week we talked about social media, why social media is important for business, small, big, all across the board. And I was thinking this afternoon, what are we going to talk about tonight? Because as everybody knows, sometimes we just wing it and sometimes we have things to talk about. And I thought to kind of, as an extension to our conversation last week, to talk a little bit about LinkedIn.
Sure.
Because, I mean, everybody has different relationships with LinkedIn. I think my personal opinion is you use LinkedIn very well. Yeah. I think personally myself, it's like a struggle for me. Like I don't know how to use it, when to use it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I just used to think that LinkedIn was creepy, right? Like I used to be so bizarre for me when I'd be like, oh man, someone's looking at my LinkedIn profile. And sometimes you can see who it is and sometimes you can't. And I understand why, but I still feel like, that's kind of bizarre. So maybe we can just kind of start by like how you use it on a weekly basis and how that works for you.
Sure. So LinkedIn is my professional platform. So that's really important to say off the bat because I use it only for business. As you may or may not know, I have a job outside of doing the show with Amy. I have a 9-to-5 career. And so I use LinkedIn only professionally. Right. And so I want to frame all my answers with that because I use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, any of those other platforms very, very differently than I would use LinkedIn. But I think what I do on LinkedIn can be replicated. Whether you have a 9-to-5 job, if you want to use it for your side hustle, but look at it with a business lens. That's the purpose.
Right.
So I actually only go on to LinkedIn maybe once or twice a week, maybe 2 or 3 times if I'm kind of bored. But I probably spend 5 minutes when I'm on it. But what I do when I go onto my LinkedIn page into my feed, the first thing that I do is look at my notifications. And the more you go on LinkedIn, the more the algorithm will feed you notifications. That's actually really important because those notifications give you updates on people's lives. So people who changed jobs, people who posted something that's an accomplishment. And I go through all of those and I give them either a like or a comment or I interact with it in some way. Essentially, I'm teaching the LinkedIn algorithm how to feed me information. So if it's something that I don't care about, or there's someone who I'm friends with on LinkedIn that I mean, their update didn't matter to me, I don't engage with it because again, I'm teaching the algorithm. So I go through and you can either give a passive like or a quick congrats. You do not need to write people massive notes, because quite frankly, that's not what people are doing on LinkedIn. They're not there to read your massive note. They're there to update you on their professional changes or professional accomplishments. And in turn, you're going to congratulate them for that. And then the other thing I do is if I have an update in my professional life, and I only do big updates, so a big job change, a big title change, if you won a big award, those are the things that I highlight for myself. But on a weekly basis, I'm just going in to make sure that I'm in touch with my network, because I literally consider LinkedIn to be my network. I don't see people in real life. So this is my literal network, and to make sure that I am staying in touch. So a good example is a couple weeks ago, someone who I used to work with announced that she was going on mat leave. We're not friends, so I didn't know that she was pregnant, but it was a nice touch point for me to be able to say, congrats, have a great mat leave. That's all I said. And then she sent me a message afterwards and was just like, oh, it was great to hear from you. I hope we get to work together in the future. And that was it. It was just a nice professional touch point.
Great. Okay. Good. Okay. Is there a time, because I've come to you for this before, because you know the ins and the outs of LinkedIn. Is there a time where you just obviously said one, I have a new job, so I want people to know that. Is there a time where it makes more sense to privately update your LinkedIn so that it's there, but you don't necessarily want to be like, look, I did this?
Yeah, so there is. There's a couple of times. If you're leaving a job and you don't necessarily want everyone to know where you're going to, you might want to do a private update. So people have to physically be checking your page to see where you've gone. Or if you have left a job very quickly, so the job didn't work out, and you want to acknowledge that you're no longer at that place of work, but maybe you don't want to broadcast that to people, I would also do that privately. But quite frankly, there's no point in updating your LinkedIn unless you're going to do it for everyone to see, because that's the only purpose of LinkedIn, is to make sure that people in your network know what's up.
Would you say, would you say, so, okay, I work a job that I don't love, for example, obviously this is not my life right now, but I don't love this job. I'm thinking of starting to look for a new job, but I don't want them to know that that's the case right now. Would you then update skills and things like that privately, or would you just update and not worry about it?
Okay, so that's a good point, Amy, because that is
very particular, but
yeah. I mean, how many times have I messaged you and been like, so-and-so just updated that they're really great at PowerPoint, bet they're looking for a new job. So yes, I mean, that's a telltale sign that you probably are looking for a new job. That's probably a personal choice if you want to keep it private or not. I probably do keep that stuff private because I'm a nosy person. I assume everyone else is a nosy person, and that they're looking for those updates. But you know what? The only other time I would keep something really private and not kind of broadcast it to everybody is if it could affect you in the future as well. So if you left your current job and you went to a competitor, you might want to keep something like that private for a little while, just to kind of let the dust settle at your work. But that was a good call about getting, if you're going to start updating your skills, do it privately. But one tip on LinkedIn is you can actually go into your profile and make yourself open to recruiters or people who are looking to hire for your job. And that can be done privately. And essentially, it's like putting up a little flag on your LinkedIn profile that nobody can see unless they're a recruiter or they're hiring for a job. And it tells them you're open to work and it lists out some of your major skills. So that's something that's really important. I'll say twice I've opened up my LinkedIn to recruiters, so privately in the back end. And every time I've gotten a decent amount of messages. I work in marketing, specifically digital marketing, just for reference. But I've gotten quite a few messages from recruiters just based on opening myself up to working. So that is a good tip and you should definitely do it.
Okay. So my next question is about when people view your profile, right? Yeah. And sometimes you can tell who they are and sometimes you can't. Say, for example, Susan, whatever, some person from, I don't know, your dream company views your profile. Mm-hmm. Nothing happens. would you ever be like, hey, Susan, I see that do you do that? I don't know. Like,
No. So I wouldn't. And again, like in full disclosure, I'm stalker. Like I'm the queen of stalking people.
right.
Like stalking professionally, not in a bad way.
Of course.
But yeah, I would not reach out to someone who looked at my profile. There's a lot of reasons why you might end up clicking on someone's profile, and it probably has nothing to do with wanting to hire them.
Okay.
I would, if somebody looked on my profile, make sure that you send them a connection request so that you guys are like LinkedIn friends for better word. But I wouldn't send them a note and be like, hey, saw you looked at my profile.
Did you like what you see? Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, and often, quite frankly, the person who looks at your profile is not the hiring manager.
Right.
But connecting with them, adding them as a connection on your LinkedIn, you're at least acknowledging that, professionally you might have something to do with each other. I will say, like, I have this theory, which is unproven, but I have a theory that LinkedIn does push that somebody viewed your profile because it pushes you to that curiosity level where maybe you're willing to pay for premium LinkedIn. And so it kind of plays with your psychology, especially if you're on LinkedIn a lot because you're job searching. It makes you feel like, hey, I'm missing out on these opportunities to see who's looking at me, and what if they wanted to hire me? Just exactly what you just said, right? So not that paying for premium LinkedIn is actually not a bad thing. It's a good option if you're searching for a job, but just keep in mind that it might be a little bit of a marketing trick, a bit of a ploy on LinkedIn's part to make it seem more enticing.
Got it. Okay, that's very helpful. And it's just annoying, right? It's like,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. What are your thoughts on endorsements? How important are they?
They're not important.
Sorry?
They're not important. The only thing they're important for is the LinkedIn algorithm. So showing LinkedIn the type of skills you have, so you might appear in somebody's search. Or how on the right-hand side of the screen, it'll show like similar people or people who might be similar to you or people who are similar to people in your network. You might show up in that if you have certain endorsements like in social media or writing or whatever it is. But they're absolutely not important to get you hired. They're not important to your professional career at all. They're important only to the algorithm of LinkedIn.
Yeah. So then so then are you at any point in time in your, two times in LinkedIn in a week, are you endorsing people?
I'm not.
Okay.
However, if you felt like you were going for social media jobs and you felt like you wanted to be showing up better in those searches, you wanted to be a little more prominent when people are looking for social media experts, and you asked me to endorse you, I'd be happy to do that. But I would never just on my own endorse you because I know it really doesn't make a huge impact.
Got it. Okay. I was on my
Oh, sorry, Amy. Can I interrupt for 1 sec?
Please.
If you're looking for a job, a good tip to remind people in your network that you exist would be to endorse them. So, for example, if you were looking for a job, Amy, and I was in your network and we work in the same industry and we're not friends, but we've worked together in the past or we've had a professional connection, but we don't talk on a regular basis, just as a subtle hey, reminder, I still exist, you could do an endorsement because I'm going to get a notification about that. And I might be like, oh, Amy, who's that? And I'm going to go check your profile and be like, oh, Amy, that's who that is. So it could be a little bit of a sneaky way to remind people you're out there and still exist.
I exist. Yeah. Okay, so then taking that a step further, let's say I am looking for a job and I've now gone and endorsed you for being amazing, right?
Yeah.
Do I also, because I see this sometimes and I'm always like, do you do that? Do you not do that? Do you be like, hey, everybody, I'm looking for a job? Yes, you do.
Yeah, so I would if you're not employed currently.
Okay.
So if you were employed, I don't think I would post and say, hey, I'm looking for a job.
Sure.
But if you were, laid off during COVID, or you've left your job and just kind of freelanced for a while, or whatever your situation is, if you're not currently employed and you're actively looking, I would 100% post it. And not only would I post that I'm open to work, I would list out some of my major skills, and I would even maybe tag some people in my network to help amplify it.
Interesting. See, it's so funny because any other social network, it's so different though, right? But like any social network, I never question it, right? Like and Sean always laughs because like Sean, he'll be like, should I post it? Should I not post it? I've already posted 10 posts by that time.
Right.
In my stories, it's like anything I just like spewed out there and I'm not so concerned. But in LinkedIn, I feel like it's a totally different language.
You only have to think business. Business. Would I say this to my boss? Would I say this to my colleagues? Would I say this in a workplace? If yes, put it out there.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So the cold call, the cold sale, the like super annoying rando dando people that don't know me, right? And like want to sell me. Do you just ignore?
Yes. I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I always check their profile though, because they could be a recruiter.
Right.
Possible. They could be someone who is new to a position at their workplace and just maybe doesn't have like the cadence or the etiquette down. So I at least check their profile, but I would say like 99% of the time I ignore completely. I even had people approach me on LinkedIn with what seems like they're going to offer me some kind of position, and it ends up being a position in their MLM, which there's nothing wrong with MLMs if that's what you're choosing to do. But as somebody who doesn't work in the MLM industry, it's kind of a bit shady. So check their profile, make sure that they align with the kind of work you do, or they're in the industry in some way first. Otherwise, completely ignore.
Okay. Because I get some of the most random things, and I'm like, why? And I know that like it's just a blanket reach out, right? They're just like get as
because LinkedIn actually has a tool very similar to if you were going to mail something out on Canada Post, right? Like if you're going to mail something out, you just choose postal codes, give it to them, and they send it out to everybody. LinkedIn has a tool in the back end where you can essentially do the same thing. You can, for lack of a better word, spam everybody with pretty much the same message. So that's why you're receiving so many of them.
Okay. Yeah. And you're casting the net. I get it. I know they're not like, let's see if Amy wants to work. I get that, but it's just so annoying. Okay. Is there ever a time for personal posts?
Yeah, I think there is. LinkedIn has changed over the years. I would have said maybe 2 years ago, no, it is literally just for business. Never, ever post anything personal. But I have seen that changing. And I think it's because in the past year, most of us have moved to working from home or limited office time. A lot of people's lives have changed. They've changed where they live. They changed how they work. And I think that kind of human connection is really important. It's still really important, but is more important now on that platform as well. I would just curate it a little more tightly than I would on an Instagram, let's say. So Instagram stories, you said you spew things everywhere. You don't, by the way, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm careful about what I put out there, but I never overthink Instagram ever. I'm confident in posting on Instagram. And I mean, because I've been doing it so long and I know what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah.
But LinkedIn, I'm always like, I should post something. Oh, this should probably, and then I'm like, and then I don't, right?
Yeah. You're going to gain more traction by liking other people's posts that they've, created and shared versus creating your own, unless you're attempting to move into a situation where you're a thought leader or a public speaker of some sort. But unless that's really where you're trying to go, you're going to gain more traction by commenting and liking on other people's posts and keeping your updates a bit personal, but few and far between.
Right. It's funny. Some woman posted some article like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And I actually went and read it and whatever. And then all I did literally was like liked it, and she then messaged me and was like, "Hey, Amy, thanks so much for liking my article." Blah 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 blah. And then I'm like, "Who is this person?" Right? Because somebody shared. It was like somebody in my network shared this, and she like works at some hospital in the city, and I was like,
So did you connect?
yeah, we then connected, but I was like, this is so weird.
No, but that's how you grow your network. Think about it. This is what you're great at, Amy. You're great at in-person stuff, right? So
Right.
one thing I love about whenever I go anywhere with Amy is I don't feel like I ever have to carry conversations. Amy can totally do it. And I feel uncomfortable with people I don't know, and I get a little clammy. So LinkedIn is essentially an in-person networking, except it's over the computer, right? So it's really not weird when you think about it. When you go to a networking event, you meet a ton of people, and you would take their card or get their number or whatever it is. Doing the same thing. It's just on LinkedIn.
All right.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, and we talked about like social media goals last week and how I had goals around doing certain things through the week. So I think it's kind of worth being like, okay, on Tuesday I'm going to spend 10 minutes, and on Friday I'm going to spend 10 minutes, and my timer, do the 10 minutes, and then be done with it. Because I think I made the mistake of putting it on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why? Because I have been like engaging in things, so I get all these alerts.
Yeah,
but
you do.
You go on and you do 10 minutes, then you can see all your alerts at once. I don't need to be getting alerts about.
Yeah, and just go into your security and turn them off. And I mean, yeah, in fairness, everyone should know the more time you spend on LinkedIn, the more emails you will get from them. Like, they will alert you for everything. But if you kind of set your time and give yourself 10, 15, 20 minutes a week, you will more than cover everybody. You'll feel really engaged with your network, which I think is important. You'll probably grow your network just like you've already proved by making one person's thing.
One person,
Yeah, and so just treat it like it's like an in-person networking, but you're doing it on the computer. So the same thing, just connect. There's no harm in connecting with people.
Agreed. Yeah. I don't disagree with you there. I don't have any other questions. Do you have any other magical LinkedIn tips for us?
No, so the big things are, if you are looking for work, open yourselves up to recruiters in the back end. It's private. Your current work can't see it. As Amy said, if you're updating your skills and you're still employed, you might want to do that privately, because everyone's going to know you're looking for a job unless you don't care, in which case, go wild.
Sure.
If you're not employed right now, definitely post and amplify to your network that you're looking for work, and list out a few of your biggest skills or things you're looking for in a job, or things you can bring to the table that you think really make you stand out.
Yeah.
And then always treat LinkedIn with a business mindset. So I wouldn't go in and tell everybody at my office about my recent pap smear. I wouldn't put it on LinkedIn. So that's the kind of mindset that you have to have. If I'm not going to have colleagues who are not my friends, right? Yeah. My colleagues, I'm not going to put it on LinkedIn. But you can definitely be a bit personal. You don't have to be cold and impersonal, but filter it through a business mindset.
Okay. So it's my 10th wedding anniversary. I'm so thrilled to have made it to this milestone. Whatever, not what am I trying to say? Like bigger things, personal things.
Yeah, bigger personal things that would be a nice connection point for you and other people, but are not ultra personal or take away from your professional abilities.
Got it.
Yeah.
Noted. I love it. That was really glad we did this.
It's a crash course in LinkedIn. It is so, so useful. And let me just say, I don't know that I've ever had a job offer off LinkedIn specifically.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's a lie. I definitely have had a job from a LinkedIn application. But I will say that each job that I've gotten, I've had a connection on LinkedIn that somehow helped me get that job. So one last thing quickly is, if you know someone who works at a place that you're interviewing at, or you know someone who works at a place you'd love to work at one day, it is, and by no, I mean they're your connection on LinkedIn. They don't have to be your friend. Yes. It's totally fine to reach out to them and say, hey, I saw you work at XYZ. I
Yeah.
always thought about wanting to work there. I'd love to get just like your unfiltered opinion of what it's like.
Yeah.
And, you know, chances are they'll answer because people love talking about their own opinion. And it'll be some really great insights.
Sure.
So
it's up to them whether or not they want to, it's up to them whether or not they want to be like, hey, Sarah's applying for this job. She's awesome. Because companies are more than likely wanting to hire someone that they aren't that somebody knows rather than nobody knows, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Leverage those connections. It's so important, especially now when we're not seeing people in person. Leverage those connections.
Sarah, you are just full of information.
I finally, years and years and years of storing this information, I finally have these insights to share.
So great. I'm gonna put that in my schedule.
Please do. Let us know how many connections you make. I challenge you to make 10 new connections this upcoming week, Amy.
Ooh, really?
10.
Remember how last week I said I was going to do 2 TikTok videos this week? I did.
You did one, right? I didn't see 2.
Listen, you want to know when I put my second one up?
Right now?
10 minutes before we got on.
A little bit of positive peer pressure is a good thing.
2 whole TikTok videos. Oh my gosh. Anyway. All right. Well, listen, you have a great week. It's a short work week.
I'm so happy.
Woo-hoo. And maybe it'll be a snow day tomorrow for all the kids.
No.
It doesn't really matter for me.
No. All right, Amy. Have a great week.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.